Welcome all of you in our Python interview hack provided by Python Academy. So when you face any interview as a programmer, you may face some machine test. In machine test, generally the interviewer asks to solve some programs. So these program can be of the beginners level or it can be of the intermediate level. Then the program can be a little tricky also, or it can be a time consuming programming also. So here we will solve some such questions which may help you to overcome your machine test in the interview. First, let me clear that this is not a Python tutorial. Here we assume that you know Python and we are implementing your Python knowledge to solve some problems which will be helpful to crack your machine test in the interview. So here we present one hack where problem statement is to find whether the string is periodic, and if it is periodic then print repetitive pattern, that is P, and the number of times it is repeated, that is N. So here we are having some example of this periodic string. So S is AB AB AB. So here pattern is AP and it is repeating 3 times. Then we are having another string XXX is there. So pattern is X and it is repeating 6 number of times. Then we are having AAABBA. So some strange string, but there is a pattern. That pattern is AABBA and it is repeating 2 times. So these are the periodic strings. So we have to develop one program that will find that string is periodic or not, and if it is periodic then we have to find the pattern. Then its number of elements, means we have to find the count of the occurrence of that pattern in that particular string. So we will assume we will take one string and we will save that string in the variable string. So here we are taking AB AB AB, and by looking at that particular string you can predict that pattern is AB and it is repeating the 3 times. So AB 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 is there, but we have to find it programmatically, means we have to develop a logic, we have to write a program in our Python language here. Then moving to the second cell, so we are using the for loop to iterate over a sequence. Here sequence can be anything, means we can use the for loop to iterate over any sequence. It can be a tuple, it can be a list, it can be a dictionary where there is some multiple elements present there. So in our string, so string is nothing but the sequence of character, you can say. So it is one of the sequence. So using for loop we can iterate over the sequence. So we are using for loop here. So for I, so here iterating variable is I in string. So first time the first element of that string, so it is nothing but A will get assigned to I, then it will print that I. Then second time B will get assigned to I, then it will print I, then so on. So our output is A B A B A B. So in this way you can iterate over any sequence. Then we have to find the pattern in that particular string, but for now we are considering one string of the single character. So single character is also a string in Python language. So we are assigning that to some variable ch is there. Then times is another variable where we are putting 3, means we are assigning 3 to the times. Then we will make the use of the multiplication. So you know in our Python multiplication is overloaded operator. So using multiplication you can multiply the two numbers, you can multiply one integer, one float, or the combination of integer floats. But using this operator even you can multiply the string. So obviously, so it will repeat that string the number of times we have specified in that expression. So here our string is A and we are using 3. So A into 3 gives you 3 times A. So newly formed string is A. Then same way we are using AB now. So AB into 3 gives you 3 times AB. So AB, and this is the string we have used or we are taking for our program at the top of this Jupyter file. So we are having this string AB, AB, AB. So we form that string using this character as well as this operator. So we will get that string. But we are having that string already as the input. We have to find that pattern in that string, and we have to find that number of times it is repeating in that particular string. So this is a reverse process. So we are having we are assuming here characters or pattern, then we are having number, and we will create the string, but we have to find the pattern and the number from that string. So we have to use some another logic. So we have to find the occurrence of the pattern in the string. So for that we will make the use of the count method. So count is the method available in the class string. So class string is nothing the data type provided in the Python. So we will make the use of this count method. So the syntax is this string, then dot count, and we have to pass the pattern we need to find in the string. Means we need to find the occurrence of that pattern in the string. So here our pattern is AB and our string is AB, 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 and dot count method will find that pattern, will find the occurrence. So there is AB 3 times, so output is 3. Then, so we have already know the string can form using the number as well as the pattern. So we will check the condition with this count. So count is 3 and the pattern is AB. So 3 into pattern gives you AB, AB, AB. Then we will check with the string as our input. Means this string is nothing but the input to our program. So we will make the check between these left hand side string as well as the right hand side string. So both string are equal. So it will get enter in the if block and it will print that particular string is periodic. Then we will make use of the for loop to iterate over the each and every character of that string. So for ch in string, so ch is our iterating variable. Then first character of the string will assign to ch. So here our string is AB, AB, AB. So first character of the string is nothing but A, and A is assigned to the ch. Then we will make the use of this count method to find the occurrence of the count. So we are passing this ch to this method as the input. So string is AB, AB, AB dot count, and we are finding the A. So it will return 3 because we are having 3A in our string. So count become 3. Then we will check one condition. So count is 3 and our character is A. So this expression gives you A, and which is not equal to our string. So condition get false and it will goes to the else part and it will get executed this else part. So it will print that string is not periodic. Then again the second element of the string will get assigned to the character. Now it is the B. So string dot count B. So there is 3B available in our string. So count is 3. Then 3 into B, so gives you B, 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 which is not equal to our string. Our string is AB, AB, AB. So again the condition get false and it will goes to the else part and it will print that string is not periodic. So in this way we are getting this string is not periodic 6 times. Why 6 times? Because there are 6 characters in our string. So this for loop will occur, for loop will traverse to our string 6 times. So output will be string is not periodic 6 times. Then so using these we are unable to find our pattern. So we need to search first A, then we need to search AB, then ABA, then ABAB. So in this way, so using these we are unable to find our pattern. So we need to add something else in our logic. So moving to the next cell. So here we are using one variable temp. So temp is nothing but the empty string. We are assigning empty string to the temp variable. Then we will use the for loop. So for ch in string. So here temp plus equals to ch. So everyone knows this plus equal to, so plus equals to nothing but temp equals to temp plus ch, means in this temp variable we are appending or we are concatenating each and every character of this particular string. So our output is we are printing this temp variable. So first time temp will be a, then a plus b will be there, then temp becomes b, then ab plus a will be there, so temp becomes aba, then ab, and so on. So we will combine these logics. So logic in the cell number 7 as well as the logic in the cell number 8. So in this cell we will combine both the logic. So here temp is there, so it is an empty string. Then we will declare, then we will use the for loop. So for ch in string, so it will traverse your string one by one character. Then we will use this temp to append in the temp variable using plus equal to. So this statement, this expression is nothing but temp equals to temp plus ch. So it will append one character at the end of this temp. Now we will search, we will find the occurrence of that temp in that particular input string. So we will use the count method. So in this logic we are passing temp, but here we are passing ch. So here in this cell we are passing temp instead of the character. So it will find first time a, then for second time ab, then third time aba, then fourth time ab, and so on. So that occurrence is stored in this variable count. Then we will check that condition, that count into temp. So first time our temp is a, so a into count, so 3 into a is nothing but a, and it is not equal to strings, means our condition get false and else part will executed. So it will print the temp and it will print that string is not periodic. Then our temp becomes ab, then ab into 3. Okay, so ab into 3 gives you ab. So ab is equal to string, means left hand side string get equals to the right hand side string. So our condition gets true and it will enter in the if block. So it will print that particular temp variable, then string is periodic. So in this way for a we are getting that string is not periodic, then for ab the string is periodic, then aba the string is not periodic, and so on. So here you can see ab the string is periodic. Why? Because if we find the occurrence of that ab in the string, so it is having one occurrence because both string get matched. So there is a occurrence in that particular string, so it will gives you count 1. So 1 into temp means ab gives you ab, and it is get equal to our input string. So condition gets satisfied and it will print that temp is our periodic, that string is our periodic string. So here we are getting output for each iteration, but this should not be done. So we have to make some changes in our logic. So here same logic is there, but instead of writing the if block in with this if statement, we are writing else block with the for loop. So if condition gets true, so it will enter in the if block, it will print that particular string is periodic, then it will print the string, then it will print the pattern of in that string, then it will print the occurrence of the string, then we are using the break statement. So everyone knows the significance of the break. So break means break will stop the execution of the current loop. So it will stop the execution for loop as soon as it will get the pattern. Okay, so we have written the else part with the for. So what is significance of this else part with the for? If we are not getting any pattern, so for loop will executed up to the end of, means up to the last element of the string. So if for loop will executed completely, then only else part associated with for loop will get executed. But if there is a occurrence of break statement in between the execution, then this else statement will not executed. So our string is AB, 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 and there is that string is periodic. So break is there, so it will break that for loop. So this else part is not executed in this particular case. Now, so we get our program to find the string is periodic or string is not periodic, but there is something missing. What missing is there? So if temp is nothing but means the string is not periodic, just imagine the string is not periodic. So our temp will become the string actually. So this is our input string and it will be our temp as well as. So if temp is there, so this statement will give you one output because the temp is occurred in the string. So count will be 1. So 1 into temps will be the string and condition gets satisfied and it will print that string is periodic. But actual the string is not periodic. So we have to do some changes in our logic. So here we are using function here. So function is nothing but it is the block of the reusable code. Means here we are checking for only single string, but if we want to execute the same block for multiple string, means we have to check the multiple string that the string is periodic or string is not periodic. So we have to execute this block of code multiple times. So instead of running this cell with different input, we will make the use of the function. So here we have written all our code in the function. So this is the function definition using def keyword. Then function name is there. Then in the parenthesis we have to write the parameters. So here parameter is nothing but our input string. So using different argument we can execute this particular block for different string to check whether the string is periodic or the string is not periodic. Here so we will make the use of the function for the reusable code and we have make some changes. We have added some another condition in our if statement. So we have added that temp is not equal to string. Means if our for loop reaches at the last element, so temp becomes our string and count becomes 1. So 1 into temp becomes the string. So we have to implement this condition that temp should not be string. So we are using the AND, it is a logical operator. So if this condition is true, this condition is true, then only the complete if statement is true. If one of the condition get false, then our complete statement is not true and it will not executed this part. So using AND we will check both the condition and both the conditions should be true. So here temp should not be string. So while passing the input to this string, so we will check this condition. So temp should be there, means it will be a pattern. With the count means it will be the occurrence of the count. So we will match the left hand string with the right hand string. Then again we will check one condition that temp should not be string. So this is our complete program for the problem statement given. So here we will call this function using the different input, or you can say a different argument. So we will calling this function with this string. So this string is AB. By looking at the string you can say that yes, this string is periodic and AB is the pattern, but programmatically it will giving you string is periodic, then string is this string, then AB is the pattern and count is 4. So our program is working now and it is fully working. Then we will check with some another string. So we will call the same function with some another string. So here output is the string is periodic and the pattern is X and the count is 5. Then we will again call this function with some random string. So here you can see that string is not periodic. So we get our solution for the problem stated at the top of our Jupyter file. So here once again I will explain the code. So we are using the function, we are taking the different input from the user as a parameter here. So we will use one temporary variable as the empty string, then we will use the for loop to iterate each and every character of the string. Then we are using the temp plus equals to ch, means every time a new character will be there, so it will append, it will concatenate with the existing temp characters. Then we will find the occurrence of that particular temp in the strings and it will store in the count variable. Then we will check the condition, so count into 3, so it is the overloaded operator multiplication we are using for the string. So it will repeat the string and it will create a new string. So here left hand string should be equal to the right hand string. Then we have added one more condition, that temp should not be equal to string. This is for if the string is not periodic. Then if both the condition is true, then it will print the string is periodic, then it will print the pattern, then it will print the occurrence of the string. And if there is no periodic string, means our for loop get executed successfully and completely. If your for loop get executed completely, then only else part will get executed, and here it will print string is not periodic if we are passing some non-periodic string. So this is the solution, this is the final solution for the for our problem. So hopefully you have enjoyed this, and there will be more and more videos on our channel, so to please subscribe and stay tuned. Thank you, have a nice day and goodbye.